It's important that you take out the scrub pad and put it in the water and start getting it soaked, and take the sponge out of its plastic wrapper and put it in the water and get it soaked. Now, a helpful hint for applications like this, especially with resin-based products, is that you could pre-dampen the surface of the tile. It'll help aid on the cleanup side later on. So I'm going to wring my sponge out, and I'm just gently going to leave a little bit of water on there. It's going to help with how easily everything applies. The product works great on wall applications. As a matter of fact, it was specifically designed for wall applications. There's a big problem with certain products in the industry. They tend to sag or fall out on wall applications. The manufacturers tend to want you to go ahead and hold back powder. I don't want you making decisions like that. I want you to focus on going ahead and grouting your floor or grouting your wall. Again, refer to the Mapei website for the appropriate coverage and the amount of product you're going to need to purchase. Now that we have the product applied, one of the advantages of OptiColor is that you don't have to wait for the product to set up a little bit. You can go ahead and you can clean it immediately. As a matter of fact, that's what I would suggest. I would suggest that you find a partner. And as soon as you have an area about this size done, your partner drops in back and starts cleaning it. Now the important part with this product is water's your friend. It is not your enemy. Don't be afraid to get a little bit of water on the surface of the tile. The next thing is the scrub pad is going to be the whole key in the cleanup. Traditionally, with traditional grouts, you're using a sponge to do the cleanup. In this case, all the sponge is going to do is remove the product that is floating in suspension off the top of the tile. You want to scrub it until you feel it break completely loose from the surface. And you will. There's a surfactant added in here. Surfactant's a fancy name for soap. This soap is going to help in the cleanup. Now that we've scrubbed the product with the scrub pad and got it all broken loose, the next step is to take the sponge that's supplied in the kit, wring it out pretty good, and you want to start and pull it across. You always want to come across these tiles on an angle. By doing that, you'll never fall into the grout joint, digging some of the grout out. Only pull it one time on one side. There are only two sides to this sponge. Come back again this way, pull it across. Let's rinse that sponge out. Now, it's a good idea to make sure you constantly have clean water. Have your helper, have somebody who else is assisting you on this, constantly going through and changing the water. This is an important step. You can see how easy this cleans. If you do this right the first time, you should only have to do this once. But the key is the scrubbing. If you have to clean it with the sponge, you didn't scrub it. Now I know that's a different way of thinking, because traditionally you always think that you clean it with the sponge. You've always seen cementitious-based grouts, that's the way they're cleaned. That's not the case in this application. Now, because this is a resin-based product, it will not stain. But more importantly, if you ever have to do a repair, you're able to go back, purchase the right color, and the colors will always match. It didn't count on water hydration to help obtain the color. It counted on a reaction to help obtain that color. Once you've got it cleaned once like that, switch buckets and go to your cleaning water bucket again. And this time we're going to do it one more time. This should do it right here. Now that this is cleaned, there's a couple of things you need to know. If you do happen to leave a haze, after about an hour you can come back and clean it again with just warm soapy water and a clean scrub pad.